Alright, so we have got something special for you guys today. We're going to be cutting open some Sueco agates from Mexico. And these are found about 25 miles on El Sueco Ranch, about 25 miles from the Laguna agate location on the Laguna Ranch near Chihuahua, Mexico. So anyways, we are going to be cutting some of these open. We got 5 of them I picked out for us today. And we're going to go ahead and cut these open and see what's inside of these. Now this is the first time I've cut these. I've never cut any of these before. These are a very rare type of agate. This is actually, I have never even heard of these agates until a few weeks ago, but apparently they're a variety of agate that has been mined for a good number of years. I believe since the late 50s, early 60s, they've been mining these agates. And they're fairly small nodules, but since they are close to the Laguna agate location, they can have some of the same beautiful coloration that the Lagunas can have, and they can have some really nice banding, really nice parallax banding as well. So we're going to cut these open, and hopefully we'll get at least 1 or 2 good ones. So we'll get started, and I keep grabbing this one, so I think I'll do this one first, and I'll get it wet. These are still pretty dirty. It's got a little window here. There's not really much showing though, so it might be mostly quartz. It's hard to say. These agates don't really have many windows in them, so let's go ahead and cut this one and see what's inside of it. Alright, so we're going to cut that first one, and let's go ahead and see what we got. Ooh, really mossy. That's interesting. It's got a really nice window on this one side though. So not really sharp banding in there, but kind of a nice orange color. Yeah, this is a really mossy agate here. It'll look really nice polished up, kind of chipped out a little bit at the top there. Ended up messing up this side a little bit. I'll have to spend some time polishing this out, but that's kind of pretty. All that moss in there is really pretty. So that's interesting. Alright, what's up next? I'm going to cut the smaller one. And this one's got a little bit of a greenish husk. I don't know if that's a good sign or not with these, but a tiny little chip right there. Looks like maybe a slight orange tint to it. It's hard to say. Let's go ahead and cut it open, see what's inside. Alright, so we went ahead and cut it. Let's see what we got. Ooh, that's pretty. Quartz, a lot of quartz with a nice floater in the middle. That kind of chipped out there at the top of this half, but that's interesting. Oh, look at that purple in there, or purple, that's like a dark red. That's cool. No, that's different. I've never seen that. Yeah, look at that dark red. It kind of goes, it's kind of down inside there a little bit too. Huh, that's cool. Interesting. Alright. So up next, it almost looks like looks like a cow with red horns. It's an orange cow with red horns. That's interesting. Alright. Up next we got one here. I didn't realize this before, but this one's broken in half. And this hole here goes all the way through. So you guys can see that. Goes all the way through it. So we're going to just cut probably in here, cut across there, and hopefully it won't fall apart on us. But yeah, got a good idea what's inside this one already, so let's go ahead and cut it. Alright, let's go ahead and see what we got. Ooh, really dark. There's a lot of fractures in there. I thought there might be. That's interesting though. Real interesting. This looks... might have some really light banding in there. It's hard to tell, it's so dark. But a nice ring here. And this one's got, I don't know if you guys can see how the light passes through this one. Hold it up to the light. It's got pretty good clarity. It's got a nice float channel up there at the top. This half would be a nice, this one would be a nice one to make into like a pendant or something. You could run some wire or something through it. So that's kind of pretty. So we'll clean that one up, polish it up. Alright, 2 left. Kind of tempted to... yeah, let's do this one first. This one's got a couple of windows on it. One there, you can't really see much in that window. This window, you can see a little something in the center there. Almost looks like maybe some quartz. So this one will probably have a quartz center. So I'm going to cut probably across this way on this one and see what's inside of it. See you guys in a minute. Alright, so I forgot to get a video of cutting this one. I set my camera up and forgot to start it. This one though felt like it had a quartz center. It seemed like it went pretty quick. So let's see. What do we got, Josiah? Ooh!
Wow.
That's beautiful. Man, all that fractures in there. All those fractures in there. That is just gorgeous though. That quartz and then that bright white banding kind of fading into a dark, almost a bluish color. Really pretty. See if I can... I can't zoom in anymore. So yeah, this side's full of fractures. See, it kind of split out on me right there a little bit. But such a pretty agate. Alright, so we have one left. It's kind of elongated one here. Now this one has no windows. I don't know if you call this a window or not. It kind of sticks out. So I'll go ahead and cut it the long way and see what we get. Alright, so this one kind of sounds like a geode. Let's go ahead and see what we got. Ooh!
Wow!
Man, the fractures in there. These things have so many fractures. That is so pretty. Look at the depth in there. This thing has such great depth. Holy cow. It's a geode though. That's interesting. But yeah, that is some awesome. This right here is just from the saw. I'll have to try to polish that out. Boy, these big ugly fractures in there. I'm surprised this one didn't break in half. But yeah, that's some just beautiful banding in these. So yeah, really pretty. So we got some nice ones. A lot of fractures, but some nice ones otherwise. So we're going to go ahead and polish these up and post some pictures at the end, and we'll see you guys on the next one.